With the visual source, you have the rawness of the crowd and of seeing the emotion of Ceausescu on his face and his body language. And the noise, of course. I mean, the sound is really the most important part of this clip, right? It's hearing the booing and the fact that it's taking place, right? That you're witnessing it. The witnessing part is very important. It I think, evokes very strong emotional reactions and a way of, you know, really empathizing with the people in the square. There's also the issue of how things are framed. We tend to identify with the camera, and we tend not to think too much about how the image is framed and what's left outside of that, you know. So this is the equivalent of reading between the lines and thinking about the background and the context of a written source, right? Why is it that the camera is focusing on the crowd, in a particular way with a long shot, and not individually on people? Why is it that it's looking away from people when they're booing? And it, you know, frankly, probably is a good idea because they might have ended up in jail if you could see who was booing. Why is it looking at Ceausescu in a particular way? You know, who is next to him? Maybe, and we don't see in the balcony. You know, maybe there was somebody, and there actually was, but you can't see that person. So it creates the, I think, a false sense that you are witnessing reality that's unmitigated by any, unchanged by any kind of interpretation, by any sort of kind of decision, choices made about what you're not seeing. And that is, of course, the issue with photography and with filmmaking in terms of documentaries, always. However, the angle of the camera is clearly above the crowd. You cannot really understand visually what Ceausescu would have looked like from down below. Because in a sense, people, you know, he was a teeny tiny person in the balcony above. I mean, people heard Ceausescu more than saw him, right? So people below, in a way, might have been emboldened to boo because he didn't look kind of larger than life.